Hey guys, it's Harry here from Sycamore, Peterborough, and welcome to the Sycamore Mini YouTube channel and to a slightly different style of video. You join me here today in the Sycamore Peterborough Mini showroom with our 1963 Classic Mini Olive behind me. All will become clearer in a second as to why I have her sat behind me. So this is a new episode, new series, which we're going to call Sycamore Mini Talk. And we're going to talk about the new lineup of Minis. So if you've been following our socials recently, you'll have seen that Mini have just announced their exciting new lineup of Minis, new Mini electric models, new Mini Countryman model, and a fully electric Countryman. And across this Mini Talk series, we're going to take a look, or at least have a chat about each one of those models. And in episode 1 today, we're going to take a look at those 3-door hatchback Mini electrics. So I've brought along my nice shiny new Mini notepad with some new notes on the new Minis. So there's lots of key differences with these new Minis to go over, most of which we'll cover in today's video, and of course there'll be more exciting things to come in the future, and as soon as we know those things, we'll be sharing them with you on our YouTube channel. So before we start this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on those future episodes. So, the new Mini Electric is going to be starting from around £30,000 and it's going to come in 2 different formations, the Mini Cooper E and the Mini Cooper SE. And the Mini Cooper E is going to offer similar, if not the same amount of power as the current Mini Electric, around 184 brake horsepower, and the Mini Cooper SE is going to offer you a boosted 218 brake horsepower, making for a bit more of a JCW-like driving experience. The Cooper E and SE are both seeing an increase in range. The Cooper E moving up to around 175 to 190 miles of driving, and the Cooper SE between 225 and up to 250 miles of driving. Huge boost in the range of the Mini Electric there, making it far more accessible, far more practical, and far more usable for those who do those longer trips but still want to have that fun Mini as a daily driver. So Mini have gone with the approach of less is more, and that's in terms of design. So the new Mini Electric entails a more minimalistic design both on the exterior and interior, but of course that allows you to actually get more out of it as a vehicle. It's easier to use, therefore you can explore more of those features on a day-to-day basis. So new features are things such as wheels, overall bodywork design. One thing to note specifically is the new LED headlights. LED headlights come in as standard, of course, on all new Mini models. However, there's going to be the option to actually customize that light signature. So that will allow you to make your headlights look more aggressive if you prefer a JCW style, have that circular classic style if you like to keep in with a classic Mini styling, and the same goes for the rear lights as well. You'll be able to customize them from a new triangular sort of particulated design, the classic Union Jack style, so lots of customizability in there. Exactly what the Mini aims at being customizable and most importantly easy to make, very much so yours. And along with that sleek design, of course, better aerodynamics, sleek door handles, new sleek door mirrors, and a new greenhouse style glass that's around the vehicle, and that will almost look like a one-piece style glass. Of course, it won't be one single piece of glass, but it will give that greenhouse effect to make the car feel a little bit more light, a little bit more spacious inside, while still maintaining that compact Mini feel. Jumping on to the interior of both the Cooper E and Cooper SE, I think the most exciting thing, something that I'm really excited to see, is that new 240mm OLED center display. And you may have seen that they have now moved on from the driver display and separate event display in the center, and it's all been moved onto one main display. For those who still want those key details in their eyeline, you can opt for the head-up display, which will be placed in front of the steering wheel. However, the focus now shifts to this new 240mm OLED display. OLED, of course, meaning that the pixels can individually shut off. You get true blacks, much more vibrant color, which would be amazing, coupled with the new operating system 9. And of course, that design stemmed from, as I mentioned earlier on, the Classic Mini, just like Olive behind me, of which, you know, in the original Classic Mini we had that center speedometer, the small toggle switches at the bottom, and your steering wheel. That was it. Nice and minimalistic, very classic. And the same, of course, being replicated in the new Minis, that smaller steering wheel to give that more go-kart-like feel, and new buttons on the steering wheel, thinner spokes, nice smooth Napa leather, a new etched-in logo on that center piece of the steering wheel where the horn is. But that, coupled with that new display, gives that classic Mini feel. And we've also got 5 toggle switches along the bottom of the display, one of which being a turn to start switch, just like having a key. Again, such a small detail that's so authentic dynamic and really boost that classic Mini feel. New materials included on the interior as well, and also aimed at making the vehicle more sustainable as well. Something super key with it being an electric vehicle, as sustainable as possible. If we turn the page, it's also time to talk about the charging and range. So the new Minis, as I mentioned, have a slightly larger range, both on the E and the SE, and along with that, we've also got improved charging. So on the Coupe E, we've now got DC capability moving up from 50 kilowatts maximum DC charging input current up to 75 kilowatts, allowing you to do that 10 to 80% sprint in a little over half an hour. But of course, that 10 to 80% giving you more range than what it has done before in the F56 model. On the SE, DC charging has been upped to 95 kilowatts of DC input, allowing you to do the 10% to 80% charging sprint in just 30 minutes, which is absolutely fantastic to gain up to 250 miles of WLTP, so it's real world driving range. And as I mentioned earlier on, there's been increased power, and along with that 184 brake horsepower in the Coupe E, you're also getting 290 newton meters of torque, and in the Coupe SE, along with the 218 brake horsepower, 330 newton meters of torque, meaning that it will do that 0 to 60 sprint in a similar time to the Mini John Cooper Works, which is currently the fastest and most flagship model amongst the Mini lineup. And to couple in with this Mini driving feel, we've got 3 new driving modes, similar to those now, with new graphics, new animations and new styling. You've got green mode to squeeze that extra bit of mileage and range out of the battery, even with that increased range as well. We've got a new core mode, which takes over from the previously known mid mode. Of course, this is the core driving mode of the vehicle, all the standard daily driving dynamics that you'd need for that daily commute. And then when you want to really unleash the potential and have fun, you've got the new go-kart mode, which takes over from sport, and as the name suggests, is very, very much like driving a go-kart, especially with that new smaller steering wheel. So lots of exciting things to see on the new Mini Electric. And also, another thing to note with specification, not only have you got level 1, 2 and 3, but you've also got classic, exclusive and sport trim levels available as well. So there's much, much more opportunity to really customise your Mini Electric with the more intricate details, allowing you to choose range and styling. So you may potentially want something that's quite standard in terms of specification, but offers that longer range, like in the SE. You may want something that's got the standard range and you don't need those extra miles, but want all of those additional extras on, and can go for that sport pack. There's so much to be done, and it entails exactly what a Mini should be, which is customizable and really easy to make yours. And as I mentioned, new Mini operating system 9 is going to include things like putting your own photo on there as a home display, some new animations, new styling, new EV map routing to make routes more efficient with your battery, but also charging stops easier to find along the way. Of course, letting the car do everything for you. It's completely revamped, really, truly exciting, and something which we can't wait to show you when it eventually arrives here at Sycamore Peterborough. And last but not least, of course, digital things have been enhanced with the new Mini as well. We've got things like easier comfort access. You'll be aware currently there's a small button on the door handle. All you've got to do is walk up to that, click that button, and it unlocks the car with the key in your pocket. This is now being extended where it's as easy as just walking up to the vehicle, and it knows when you're in the loop of the Mini, in a close proximity, and it'll simply unlock the vehicle. So it's the small intricate features like that which have really built up to the new generations of Minis being what they are, and these are really all things which we're very excited to show you. So I hope you've enjoyed this quick look and chat about the new Mini Electrics. In the next episode, we'll be taking a look at the new Mini Countryman model and the new all-electric Mini Countryman model. Again, another really exciting revolution to the new Mini lineup. And if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do so you don't miss out on the future Sycamore Mini Talk episodes, or any of our other series such as Approved Used Mini of the Weekend, where we could help you find the perfect next Approved Used Mini for you. Just make sure you hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all of our latest exciting and exclusive Sycamore content. I'm Harry from Sycamore Peterborough. It's been a pleasure taking you through the latest details of the new Mini Electrics. I'm really looking forward to talking with you about the details of those new Mini Countryman models as well, as they're equally as exciting. So without further ado, I'll see you in the next episode.